Hey, good morning, church family. I am Pastor Forrest, your youth and outreach pastor. I'm thankful on this Thursday to get to be with you guys. I hope you have an incredible day today. And I want to begin talking a little bit about humility. We're looking at 2 Chronicles chapters 33 through 35. And in these passages, we read about the kings of Judah. We see the different examples in place, whether these kings were obedient to God during their reign or whether they were not so whatsoever, right? They would run from God and practice all sorts of other worship to idols, child sacrifices, right? Terrible things. And that's actually what we read of King Manasseh here in chapter 33. He did those very things and found himself leading the nation of Israel astray and separating them even more so from the God of Israel. And in fact, we actually read of an instance where he was able to come back with a heart of humility to God. And in this time, we see that the Assyrian army has risen up. They are now at battle with the Israelites, and King Manasseh has been taken captive. He's been placed in bronze shackles and is not doing well. And in this moment, he calls out to the God of his fathers and he humbles himself. It's a big deal that this took place. And we read in verse 12 of kind of what happened here. It says, referring to King Manasseh, it says in verse 12, in his distress, he sought the favor of the Lord his God and humbled himself greatly before the God of his fathers. And when he prayed to him, the Lord was moved by his entreaty and listened to his plea. So he brought him back to Jerusalem and to his kingdom. Then Manasseh knew that the Lord is God. I don't know about you guys, but I've faced moments in my life where I've had to come to a place of humility. It took one of those unfortunate instances to bring me to my understanding of my need of God. And I want to tell you today that I hope that isn't the normative for you. But if that is, be encouraged. If you're like me and have found yourself in that place, if maybe you have felt like King Manasseh, right? Know this, the mercy of God is available to you. Do not believe the lie that says that because of your past, because of those events you replay in your mind, because of the things that you feel like are preventing you from the grace and mercy of God, that you cannot receive that God is not waiting to hand you that grace, because I want you to know he is willing. The word says that his grace, his mercy is new every single morning for you. We read example time and time again in scripture of kings. These are leaders of nations who have fallen short, who have had shortcomings, have disobeyed God, and yet that mercy is available to even them. And so that is available to you. I want to talk to you, though, and remind you of this. A heart of humility is the fastest track to receiving the mercy of God. When we approach God with a heart of humility, understanding our need for him, we are then postured in a place to receive that mercy and that grace because of that understanding. We have to live every day with humility, but we also need to recognize that in these moments, a heart of humility is not going to hurt. And the Lord honors humility as we seek him in these times. Seek the Lord today in all that you do. Seek him with humility. Know that he is with you everywhere you go. And I'm thankful to have gotten to spend this time with you today. Be encouraged. He's with you. I'll see you soon.